Hey everyone, and welcome to a new edition of Amateur Eric. And for this new edition, we are actually going to be talking about films that I have seen like many times that she hasn't seen, and then we watch them. She gives her in the take on them, and vice versa. And this actually darted out by how
Well, we are newlyweds, and we're still working on
1 year.
combining. Yeah, just over 1 year. We are working on combining our collections of all types of things, including our DVDs. And I was going through them just last night, and I came across the movie What Lies Beneath from 2000, the year 2000, and I remember it very vividly as one of the first movies that ever scared the ever living daylights out of me as a kid. And I just bought it to add to my collection because I'll always remember it as the first movie that really scared me. But also, I think it's a really underrated movie. Like, I feel like a lot of people maybe have passed it up, but it's got a really awesome cast. You've got Michelle Pfeiffer and Harrison Ford as the leads, so I mean, that's amazing. And I just wanted to get his take on it, and I really like the style that it was filmed in, and of course, it really represents a timestamp of what technology was like, etc., in the early 2000s, which we remember. So, what do you think? What did you think?
I okay. So before I talk about what I thought about the film, I have to explain how I first heard about it. So I actually first remember hearing about how this film was actually shot after the first part of the film, Castaway, had after the first part of that movie was filmed, and remember the jump cut where it says 4 years later, and then we see a slimmer Tom Hanks. Well, in reality, filming for that film had halted for a year, not 4 years, but 1 year, so that Hanks could do a physical transformation. Well, while they were on break for that film, the filmmakers, Robert Zemeckis and his film crew, actually filmed this movie.
I didn't know that. That was
Yeah.
news to me, so that was
So
cool to
yeah,
learn.
but I do remember when that movie was released that was advertised, and actually both films, What Lies Beneath and Castaway, came out the same year, and I remember What Lies Beneath being advertised not a whole lot, but it was the advertising was respectable. And all I remember as a 13 year old, I was like, oh wow, it's Indiana Jones, and he's married to Catwoman, and that's
Yeah.
all I really remember. I mean, it looked interesting. I was kind of into horror movies at the time, but not as much as I am now. So, but I didn't really feel the urge to see it. I did see Castaway, and I really loved that. And then, but yeah, but honey, as you said, it was kind of underrated.
Mm.
So anyway, that's my back. So that's the. So now, that was the only knowledge that I had of what lies be like Neath. But as you said, as we were going through boxes, and we saw that, and you came up with that DVD, and I was like, let's watch that, because
Yeah.
and then all those memories from way back when had come back. I'm like, yeah, you know what? I don't think I ever gave that film a shot. So
Yeah.
here's my reaction. I liked it. I will say, I think when this film was being filmed, The Sixth Sense had just come out, and I feel like Zemeckis and the crew, they must have seen The Sixth Sense and was like, you know what, we love those edits. The editing for that film was really good. Let's do the same with you like this film, because if you see how the camera moves and how the edits are, it really does rhyme with The Sixth Sense. So yeah, so it has that feel of The Sixth Sense, but it's not. But it's not The Sixth Sense. It's its own unique story. So basically, What Lies Beneath is about a married, couple, being Harrison Ford and Michelle, Pfeiffer, and they seem to have a happy, like, marriage. They live in this idealistic house in this, like, town that seems nice and pleasant, and it but then, of course, a lot of weird things happen. Now, we don't want to reveal any spoilers, but yes, only because I really feel like this film should be, like, given a second chance. I feel like with the, how the internet, it has helped get movies that were underrated a cult following. I don't think this film has a cult following yet, and I hope that this film, especially since it celebrated its, like, 25th anniversary, that maybe it should have a like, cult following. It's now, is it the most, like, shocking, like, film? No. Is it the scariest? No, but it is entertaining enough. I will say, I think I know why this film kind of got a little underrated, or probably it didn't get a maybe it didn't get a, like, chance. And I will, and she can attest to, like, this. The first half, I got a little, like, bored. Harrison Ford in this film, he's actually very good. All the actors in here are very good. Harrison Ford in the first part of it seems like he's sleepwalking, like, through it. Like, he's like, yeah, how are you? Yeah, hi, honey. Or, he's basically a husband who, he's a scientist and he's too ingrained in his work. And I got a little, like, bored, but, and she even, like, told me, pay a, like, tension, because what, I mean, if you're eating something and you're watching this film, you might get directed. Or if you're on the phone, just put the phone down and watch the movie. You got to pay a, like, attention to every single detail. And with some films, I get a little, like, turned off, like, by it, but these characters are entertaining. The setting looks, like, looks good. So I would say maybe the pacing in the first half is a little slow. And also, the only spoiler I will kind of give away is that they kind of, like, tease you with in the first half, they, like, tease you with a mystery, but it's not the, like, basis of the film. It's kind of like what Hitchcock did with, like, Psycho, where you think that the movie is going to be about the stolen money, but it's not. So there is a mystery, but it doesn't lead anywhere. It's just a misunderstanding. But yeah. Oh, and also, there's one of my favorite motifs about this movie is mirrors. And there's a lot of mirrors. It kind of reminded me of The Shining, where every time, like, Jack, like, where every time a Jack Nicholson's, like, character talks with a ghost, there's a mirror in the scene. So mirrors is a big motif. But yeah, so, like, basically, I'm, like, recommending this. If you have it, yeah, like, well, yeah, like, 2 thumbs up or, like, 4 thumbs up.
I win. Yay. No.
Yeah, but
Can I say one more thing? Like, I will also say, I am not a huge horror movie fan. This is, I think, one of, if not the only movies that I have in my collection that would maybe be considered horror. My sister's a huge horror fan. My husband's a huge horror fan. So I have seen some, and I'm probably going to see more. You'll probably see some of these coming up with horror movies that I've watched that he's recommended. But I really, it's definitely, I like ghost stories. I like supernatural stuff. I like movies where you have to, like you said, pay attention to every single detail and really be like a detective as you're watching it. And this movie is definitely one of those. So yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yep.
So maybe check it out.
Yeah. And then also, if you liked this review, like, please, like and subscribe to this, like, channel. We are going to give this a, like, try, where we do these once a week, and we will try to alternate, or we'll do the reverse, where, today it's going to be I've never seen. So, like, next week, if we decide to, like, go forward with this, it will be Wife has like never seen. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in, and we will see you later.
Bye.
Bye.